Right, did the president do it? Did he threaten to withhold military aid to Ukraine to go after Joe Biden?
Well, everyone can see in the transcript exactly what he said. The answer is no. And I think it's as desperate as the Democrats are for there to be some quid pro quo here, there wasn't any. And I know that they're trying to dissect every syllable of every word to find it. It's not there. It's very clear. I don't know how much more transparent you can be than actually releasing the transcript, which the president did. But I agree with Nikki Haley. It's sad that we're here and that we're trying to find any way that they can to get the president out of the White House. But that's what this is all about at the end of the day.
But Nikki Haley also said it would be wrong to get a foreign government to go after a political rival.
Well, I mean, also you have to remember that this is the chief law enforcement officer of the United States, the president. And whenever he sees that there's some wrongdoing, it's up to him to investigate it. And that's exactly what he wanted to do. So people can look at this from whatever lens they want. But at the end of the day, there was no quid pro quo. There was nothing wrong that was said on this call. And again, as desperate as the Democrats are to find it, there's nothing there.
Should Hunter Biden and Joe Biden testify?
I think we'd all like to hear what they both have to say.
You think they should?
Well, I mean, I think as an American citizen, if we're making a mountain out of a molehill when it comes to President Trump and this phone call that I think if we all read it, we can see it for what it is. There was nothing there. Hunter Biden, it's very questionable what he was doing in Ukraine, why he was being paid so much money in a business where he had never had any experience before. While his father was vice president and in charge of all the relations with that country, I think a lot of people would like to hear what he's got to say.
So here's the other thing. I want to switch to some polls. Fox News and the New York polling and New York Times and Senate College polling showing some indication that suburban Republican voters, notably suburban Republican soccer moms, worried and upset about how the president's delivery, how he delivers his message. Your reaction to that?
Well, you know, the polls, again, I always say this, they've never reflected people's real feelings about this president. In 2016, they said that Hillary Clinton was going to be our next president. And I think a lot of people, especially women, are made to feel like they can't support this president. But when they get in a voting booth and they know that their life is better because there's more money in their pocket, there's a better outlook for this country, for the future of their kids, I think they're going to vote for Donald Trump. I've always said that. I think he'll get more support from women in 2020 than he did in 2016.
Who do you think the 2020 Democrat nominee is going to be?
Oh, I would love to know that. You know what? It doesn't really matter who it is because they're all so bad that this president is going to have no problem beating them. I would be very scared if I were a Democrat to run against Donald Trump. You see the rallies, you see the enthusiasm that hasn't waned in the least. In fact, it's only grown for this president. He's delivered on all the promises he made in 2016. I'd be pretty scared to run against him, especially when you're peddling socialism and things that will reverse everything positive that this president has done for the country. So whoever they choose, we feel very ready for them, and we're not worried about it.
You're great. Are you going to come back?
I would love
Lara
to come
Trump,
back,
so
of course.
Good to see you. That's
Thank
Lara
you.
Trump there.